Greetings, everybody. Happy New Year. You're welcome to 2026. It's a good year. It's a bright year. I'm glad to have all of you. This is Norbert from Norbertina Outreach Association. Our focus is always on health. But today, I want to talk something a little bit, though related to health, but a little bit. Yeah, so I want to talk about calm environment. Yeah, having a calm environment, how important it is, how to keep a calm environment. So let's just dive into it. Yeah, importance of having a calm environment or creating a calm environment to you and to your works on your work side. Firstly, creating a calm environment help reduce stress. It helps you improve your focus and also support environmental well-being. I always like referring or taking my reference from the scripture from the Bible, which is Book of Hope, where I take my everything and my focus from there. So we'll take it from First Corinthians 14, verse 33, who says, "For God is not an author of confusion, but of peace." This is just telling us that God loves peace. God brings peace, and peace is calmness. So if God is an author of peace, means when an environment is calm, there is God there. And also, this scripture will also tie with the one how to keep a calm environment. That's Proverbs 15, verse 1. For a soft answer turns away wrath, but harsh words stir up anger. Alright, so the next step on keeping a calm environment, why is it important, is if you're working in a calm environment, it will help you increase your mental capability. It helps you increase the way you think, the way you reason things, and you are able to regenerate, to create. And it also helps increase working outcome. If you think very well, eventually your outcome will increase. It also brings trust and communication. When the place is calm, you are able to share your worries with your peers. You're able to share your worries with your partner, your colleagues, especially at the job site, your spouse, your brothers, and your sisters. But if there is no calmness, there is no peace, eventually you will be unable to share your worries. And again, when there is tranquility, there is God. For He is not an author of confusion, but of peace. Now, how do we keep now this calm environment? How do we generate calm environment? How do we make our environment calm? We'll go. The first one is always communicate with your peers before you assume, before you think or judge this person. Always try to communicate and get their own point of view. We all are human, and human have this how do I call it? Should I say self-esteem that everybody hates to be toiled with. So before then let me call it dignity. So before you assume, before you call, before you decide that this person is this, always communicate with that person to know the point of view and why this and this happen. Now, do not judge. Yeah, that one is also scriptural and it's a law from God to not judge, so you may not be judged or you will not be judged. So don't judge your peers. Communicate with them, talk with them, share ideas. I know sometimes it's difficult, but always try to share ideas. The third one is talk less and listen more. People like when they are listening to. So when they are talking, try to listen. Don't cut them short, because if you cut them short, it will end up to an argument. And when it's an argument, there can never be calmness. Well, the fourth one, for you to correlate means you need to be calm. For you to correlate with one another, or always remember, you were not brought up by the same person in the same environment, and also you don't have the same culture. That's why I always bring communication. Everybody has a belief. Have you ever think of a scenario where twin, identical twin from the same mother, the same womb, but have different ways of thinking? So imagine now you with somebody who are not from the same mother, the same environment, the same belief. It will be difficult. You don't expect that person to act the same way you are acting. When you have that belief, when you know that we are not of the same place, we don't have the same culture, we were brought up differently, and we have the different ways of views or seeing things, you'll be able to correlate with that person and share ideas. This is what I think, and this is what, in my own point of view, this is how I think. And you'll see the environment will be calm, everything will go well. But if you have to force that person to believe or to take what you believe, it will be difficult. This even happened in marriages. I'm not married, yeah, but I believe if we have that understanding that we were not brought up by the same person, so we'll eventually have a different point of view and a way of seeing things, and we'll try to communicate it and merge our views together, we'll say we have a good environment. And always talk calmly. I know some of us have a harsh way of talking, we have a harsh way of expressing ourselves. Sometimes we don't see that it's harsh, but always talk calmly. Yeah, always talk calmly, approach calmly. And if you see somebody coming with violence, there is a treatment. Yeah, one man of God told me that the best treatment is give that person a silent treatment. When they come harshly, with a harsh approach, you stay calm, and they will feel awkward, like this is not the environment I want. But if you bring that energy, and I bring that energy, explode, there will never be peace in that place. So that's just a good and a small thought that I have for us. Happy New Year again. Thank you for listening. This is Norbert from Norbertina Outreach Association, and I promise you we'll be bringing up some of these things to help our environment and to help us be and live in peace. Thank you again. God bless you. Bye bye.